Yes, you read the title right. I am breaking up with SheaMoisture. I'm not doing this because, it's like a trending topic. I'm not doing this to get clicks. Like, this is for real. And I did write a blog post about this and I debated, should I do a video? Should I not? But I felt like, I wrote a blog post about it. I'm probably talking about it, or we'll be talking about it on social media at some point. So I'm like, why not do a video and just lay it all out here? Because I know some of you don't even like to read my blog posts. You prefer to see videos. You prefer to watch me talk through different topics and things. So I figured I'll give you guys a video that you can watch instead of having to read about why SheaMoisture and I are breaking up. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Leah, and this is my YouTube channel, the Relaxed Gal Beauty channel, and I have been a big user and proponent of SheaMoisture hair products. I've been using SheaMoisture pretty much since the beginning of my hair journey. I will admit, like, the first couple of products I think I used of SheaMoisture's my hair did not like, but over time I was able to find hair products that my hair did like of theirs, and particularly when it came to the shampoos. Like, pretty much I think actually every single shampoo that I'm using right now, outside of like a co-wash that I just started using, are SheaMoisture shampoos. Also in 2018, I was part of the SheaMoisture Shea Ambassador program, meaning that they sent me full-size products that they had, whether they were older products they wanted me to use on my hair and then share about, or was new products that they wanted me to test out on my hair and then share about the results and what I thought about them with all of my followers. So I did that for like a whole year and I loved it. So why am I breaking up with SheaMoisture? What's causing all of this? You might start thinking it has to do with a lot of the controversy that is swirled around with SheaMoisture, and honestly, it's not. If you don't know what any of that controversy is, I'll leave some links down below where you can kind of seek it all out for yourself. But some of the things that happened was a few years ago, SheaMoisture released this new commercial. They were trying to, like, I guess, rebrand. And they were trying to make their hair care more universal, because it was a brand that had been started by a black man and it was for black hair. And now they were trying to make their hair care products, make their brand for every type of hair, and that would include Caucasian hair. So the commercial, or the video that they created and put out there, actually featured more white people than black people. So there was a bit of controversy there. Well, if you're a black brand, why are there like no black people in your commercial except, like, I think it was one? And then something else started to pop up, particularly on social media, where people were saying, like, hey, these hair products don't seem to be the same formula as they were before. They're not working for my hair like they had been. And SheaMoisture said, nothing's changed about a formula. We are trying to create new products for different hair types, but we're not changing the formula of our existing products. Well, then people started posting on social media pictures of ingredient lists from new versions of SheaMoisture products, and then ingredient lists of the older versions of the products. And you could see that shea butter, which is like the foundation of all of their hair products, kind of moved down the list from like within like the first 2 or 4 ingredients to, like, I don't know, what was it, like 8, 10, 15 on the ingredient list. And the further down you get an ingredient list, the less concentrated and the less of that ingredient is in the product. So it just seemed kind of weird to people that that was happening. And so for me, that wasn't a big deal. I was using a lot of the newer lines that they were coming out with that were supposed to be for these different hair types. So I really wasn't impacted by that. And so now this comes to what has gotten me to, like, break up. And I don't even know that it's like a bad breakup. It's really just like, we just ain't gonna work anymore. Like, we've run our course. It's an amicable breakup. I feel like it's not working anymore. And it basically started for me when I was a Shea Ambassador. I got a lot of new hair products from SheaMoisture and I tried them out, but pretty much almost every single product, it seemed like, that I got had decent or high levels of protein in them. And then mixed with my current hair regimen that had a lot of SheaMoisture in it also, that were of products that had high levels of protein, all of that mixed together caused protein overload. So Well, I wasn't paying close attention to ingredient lists to see if protein was in it. I was looking for like other things. Protein was something my hair liked, so I wasn't too worried about how much I was giving it, but apparently I was giving it too much because pretty much almost every single SheaMoisture product I was using at that time had protein in it, whether or not they were strengthening or products for breakage. They were supposed to be like moisturizing, hydrating, and it was like everything had protein in it. And so that kind of started me on this whole thing where I started to become a bit more wary about using SheaMoisture products, particularly because I started looking at the ingredient list and a lot of them had protein ingredients in them. But that brings us kind of like to today. So there were some SheaMoisture products that I found that didn't have protein that have really helped my hair, and I envision being part of my new hair regimen now that I'm past the protein overload. One of them is this. It's their Peace Rose Oil Complex shampoo. And then there was also this one right here, which is their low porosity protein free shampoo. I'd also used the leave-in conditioner for a while and my hair really liked it. And these are both protein free hair products. Some of the ones that I have been using before with my protein overload and that I've used maybe once or twice since I've had my protein overload just to kind of help make sure I'm keeping my moisture protein balance is this shampoo. It's from their Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore line. Then there's also their Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Shampoo. That's got protein in it. And then you've also got their Argan Oil and Almond Milk Smooth and Tame Shampoo as well. So those were like the 5 shampoos that I was using. Those are the only shampoos that I was using on my hair. Pretty much half of them are now of lines that are being discontinued. So SheaMoisture has been going through and discontinuing a lot of their lines. I don't know why. I've just seen when I've gone into the community page of their website and I typed in and searched discontinued, there's a whole long list of lines that are being discontinued. So just so you know, some of them that are being discontinued are the Argan Oil and Almond Milk Smooth and Tame line, which is this shampoo here. And this was probably one that I was going to bring back into my hair regimen as my protein shampoo, but now the line's going away and I can't do that. So kind of ticked about that. There's also the Peace Rose Oil line, one of my favorite protein-free shampoos. And this is going away. I kind of have known about this one going away for a while, at least suspected it. I didn't know for certain, but I suspected it because it was getting harder and harder to find that shampoo. And then when I would find it in a store, there would only be a couple in stock, and then I would buy those, and then I would go back to the store and they didn't have any more in stock. So I kind of figured that it was being phased out because it was getting harder and harder to find it. They're also getting rid of their low porosity product line. I mean, seriously, there's so many women out there who need protein-free hair products, and there's not many lines out there that are protein-free. Pretty much most hair products, because when I was looking for hair products to help me get over protein overload, I was looking for things that were protein-free. And let me tell you, it is so hard to find them that don't have protein in them. You might look and it talks about moisturization and hydration, and you look at the list. It might be towards the bottom, but it's got protein. And if you're trying to stay away from protein, or you're trying to maybe have one hair product in your regimen that has protein and the rest don't, it's really hard to find, you know, the rest that don't have protein in them because there's so many that do. So I feel like that's a miss there, but maybe there's some, I don't know, data that shows not too many people are buying the line. I don't know. A few other lines that they're getting rid of that I've never used or tried is their Fusion Coconut Water line. They're also getting rid of the Superfruit Complex line. I've heard and seen a lot of reviews about that over the years, and seems like that seemed to be a popular one that a lot of people liked. They're also getting rid of their Medicated African Black Soap line, which I kind of knew already. And actually, I had used that shampoo and loved it. Hated it, then loved it, then hated it, then loved it again. But I couldn't find it anymore, so I had stopped using it. I think I actually had I think I swapped this one out for that because I couldn't find that medicated African black soap line. It's good for people with eczema and psoriasis, and I don't have either of those issues, but it really did help with soothing my scalp if I was having itching and helping with dandruff. And it was also good at deep cleaning my hair, so I could use it as a sulfate-free clarifying shampoo, but then I couldn't really find it anymore. And they do have a new African black soap line that's got bamboo charcoal in it. I tried it and I'm not a fan. So I was not going to be replacing the medicated one with the bamboo charcoal one. Just, it was not happening. But yeah, so that one's going away. And then there's some others as well. And like I said, you can go to the SheaMoisture website, go to their community section, I think it is, and type in discontinued and find out all this information. For me, knowing that the key, like 2 of the shampoos that I was actually going to be building my hair regimen around are being discontinued is concerning for me. And seeing how many lines that they've had for years that have become staples for people that they are getting rid of, and also that they've been changing their formulas but not really seeming to be upfront about it, it's kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm just kind of like, I don't have the time to constantly be searching for new hair products. It's like I found these 2 shampoos. I was going to use these 2 shampoos in my new hair regimen, and now I've got to rethink my whole hair regimen and try new brands, try new shampoos, which is fine. I would probably try new shampoos anyway, but this is more like I got to find something else that will work for my hair, because once I'm out of these, I'm out. It's done. It's gone. If I'm lucky enough to be able to find more in the store, then I'm lucky enough to be able to find more in the store. But at some point, supply that's still out there is going to be gone. And I won't be able to get my hands on it anymore. So I need to find backups. And I'm kind of like, it seems like this is something they not necessarily consistently do, but it seems like within the last couple of years, they've really been getting rid of a lot of their product lines and coming out with new ones. And it's almost kind of like, shouldn't you just find like product lines that work for your customers and then like build upon those with like extensions of them? But maybe that's just me and I just don't know how the hair care business works. But yeah, I just don't feel comfortable having SheaMoisture shampoos in my regimen now, because I can't trust that they're going to be around next year or 2 years down the line. So I've decided I'm even just backing away from SheaMoisture products completely. Besides the shampoos, I have one hair mask that has protein in it that I probably will at some point use up or just throw away. And then I also have a leave-in conditioner that I've been using on my hair when it's wet, that work as a heat protectant and a detangler, that once I'm done with those bottles, I'll probably start using some other products, something that I actually have been using in the past but have replaced with this new SheaMoisture product. So yeah, I'm pretty much cutting them out just because, like I said, I can't have products in my hair regimen that I am depending on or basing my hair regimen around that I can't be confident will still be around. Now, that's not to say that other brands that I use will not get rid of product lines or discontinue products that I end up choosing to use in my hair, but I feel like I just need to diversify also and go outside of the SheaMoisture world that I've been living in. And so I think if I have couple of different brands of shampoos and conditioners and leave-ins and heat protectants and everything, then that way I'm a little bit more protected if something does end up going out of stock or something ends up being discontinued. So that's basically why. Like I said, it's not a bad breakup. It's pretty amicable. And it really just comes down to, like I said, I just don't trust that the products that I choose are going to be there when I need to buy them. So that's basically why like I said, I'm breaking up with SheaMoisture. Once I finish using all these hair products, that'll be it. All the ones that I have from SheaMoisture. I do have some other shampoos that I'm looking at least one shampoo that I had bought already that I need to try out to replace this group here. So I will be sharing all of those shampoos that I'll be trying out here on my channel and my blog and my Instagram as well, which you can follow me at a relaxed gal, which is my Instagram handle. So I'm curious, are you still a SheaMoisture user? Have you stopped using SheaMoisture products because of the commercial controversy, because of their ingredient changes, or are you still like a loyal user and you're like, even though they're discontinuing all these products, even though they're discontinuing some of mine, you're still going to use them? I'm curious to know how you feel about SheaMoisture, whether it's good, whether it's bad. There's no comment that is wrong or bad. I just am curious and want to know what other people think. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red button down below. And if you want to be notified when I upload new videos, which might be pretty helpful because I try to upload new videos once a week on the weekend, but I can't always guarantee that that happens, then you will want to hit that bell button to have YouTube notify you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.